few days ago, in the quiet, green heart of the forest, a monkey named Spring gave birth. Her child was small, soft, utterly new to the world. Today is a new day, not just a sunrise, but a beginning. Today, Spring will teach her little one the first, most delicate lesson of all: how to recognize when to feed and when to wait. Spring moves through the canopy with her baby clasped tight to her chest. The infant knows only warmth, heartbeat, milk, and the safe dark of its mother's fur. To this child, the world is mother, and mother is the world. But now, as the light strengthens, Spring settles on a broad, sun-dappled branch. She begins to eat a tender leaf, a piece of fruit. Her baby, feeling her movement, nuzzles instinctively toward her breast. This is the moment, the first gentle turning. Spring does not push her child away. There is no rejection in her touch. Instead, she pauses her eating, looks down at the little face, and with infinite slowness, she guides the infant from her breast. She plucks a leaf, not to eat, but to offer. She holds it where the child can see, can smell, can touch with its tiny mouth. This is her signal, her first word in this silent language between them. Not now, little one. Now is not the time for milk. The lesson is twofold. First, learn to balance here, on this branch. Feel your own weight, your own feet. Second, learn to taste the world, this leaf, this air, this light. The green grass below is not just scenery, it is a future meal. The rustle in the bushes is not just noise, it is life moving all around you. You must learn to see it, to live with it. The baby pulls back, blinking. It seems to consider its mother's face, then the leaf, then the vast, bright unknown beyond her shoulder. It is a monumental shift from the inward, private world of feeding to the outward, public world of living. But habits, especially those born of love and survival, are not undone in a moment. The infant, after a brave attempt to crawl, returns, nuzzles again, whimpers again. The world is big, mother. Let me return to you. And spring again gives the signal. The gentle redirection, the offering of the leaf, Her expression is patient, constant, firm. She is not withholding love. She is teaching a deeper form of it. The love that prepares a child for independence. This is the hard work of motherhood. Not just the feeding and the holding, but the gradual, aching letting go. Each gentle removal from the breast is a tiny step toward a separate life. A lesson in discipline, not punishment, but the discipline of nature, of timing, of need versus want. The little one tries again and again. Its tiny hands clutch at Spring's fur, a silent, persistent plea. Are you sure, mother? Are you sure now is not the time? In a nearby clearing, Spring's companion Nanda also tends to a newborn. Their timelines are the same, but their rhythms in this moment are different. Nanda watches Spring's lesson with attentive eyes, but her own child is curled against her, feeding. For Nanda, the priority now is sanctuary, safety, the deep, uninterrupted bond of milk and warmth. Her time for the leaf signal will come, but it is not this moment. She protects the space of infancy fiercely, allowing her child to store strength for the lessons ahead. And yet, her child too is learning. From the safety of Nanda's lap, it watches the world. It sees grass, tastes a stray leaf Nanda has dropped, bats at a passing insect. Even in the cradle, the curriculum of the forest begins. There is no single manual for motherhood here, only intuition and the unique personality of each child. Nanda's infant, perhaps sensing its mother's protective energy, seems calmer, less insistent. It already understands a different kind of timing, the rhythm of security. Contrasting scenes, from Spring's patient, repeated signals to Nanda's low, soothing grooming hum and the contented sounds of her feeding infant. Spring leads her infant to a sun-warmed granite plateau. Here, she is joined by her eldest daughter, Stomy, who carries her own tiny newborn. The circle of life reveals itself in this clearing. Spring is now both mother and grandmother. Her lesson expands. She places her youngest on the rough stone. "Learn here," her posture says. "This is your ground." Nearby, Stomy observes, her own newborn a living mirror of her infancy. She watches her younger siblings struggle, totter, and sit down hard. Spring does not rush to scoop up her fallen child. She watches, she waits. Her eyes are soft but unyielding. "You can stand. I know you can." This is perhaps the harder lesson, the lesson after the fall. It is one thing to learn to walk. It is another to learn to get back up. Spring offers a fingertip for balance, a low murmur of encouragement, but not a rescue. The rescue would rob the child of its own strength, just being born. And slowly, with tremendous effort, the little one rights itself. The victory is not in the walk, but in the rise. Motherhood is not an isolated act. It is witnessed, supported, and judged by the troop. Another member, that Kuta, approaches with her own juvenile. They come close, sniff, communicate in the language of touch and soft grunts. They observe Spring's teaching. The infant's efforts become a communal event. The forest is not a daycare, it is a society. Spring's discipline is not just for her child, but for the child's future place in this web. A child who knows when to feed, when to explore, when to be independent, strengthens the whole troop. Dat Kuta's juvenile reaches out, curious, to touch Spring's infant. Spring tolerates this, her watchful eyes missing nothing. This too is part of the lesson, learning to be among others. The little one is exhausted. Its small body is a map of new efforts, muscles used, balances attempted, tastes discovered. It crawls back to Spring, not with the frantic need of the morning, but with the slow, sure weariness of one who has labored. This time, Spring does not offer a leaf. She gathers the infant in, adjusts its position, and allows it to nurse. This is the reward that follows understanding. The milk is not a right in this new world. It is a communion earned by learning. The infant drinks, but it is a different infant now. It has known the taste of a leaf, the feel of stone, the struggle of balance, the watchful eyes of the tribe. Spring grooms her child's fur, her fingers moving with timeless tenderness. The lesson is complete for today. It was never about denying nourishment, but about affirming life. About saying, you are part of this forest. It will feed you in many ways, and I am here to show you how.